What else do we have? Wow, item 69 says, I got here late. Okay, well, welcome. What is the TLDR of what happened? Okay, yeah, let me just wrap this up, sum it up for us, is we are selling for sure three Virginia class submarines to Australia as soon as they can build them. Okay, there's probably one on on blocks right now being constructed somewhere that's going to end up in the Australian Navy. That's the first thing we learned. The Australian sailors have been in the American Nuclear Power School for up to a year. We don't know exactly how long. Something they didn't talk about, but we already knew, is American submarines are visiting Australia and doing weapons loads to show them how to load the torpedoes onto the Virginias, which is a big part of it. You know, the second thing we learned is that the UK's next generation submarine called SSN is going to be renamed SSN AUKUS and become the permanent replacement or supplier of the Australian Navy. So that's what they're going to do. And the UK and Australia are going to operate the same submarine. That's breaking news. That's nobody even suggested that might happen. But that's really freaking cool. And it makes sense from like a supply side. You have the same submarines, the same parts, the same training. It really makes sense to operate one submarine class amongst allies. You know, unfortunately, it's not the Virginia, so maybe we'll end up with an SSN AUKUS. You know, now America, we'll always build our own. Yeah, we're not going to do that. But think of Japan. Japan would be a great candidate for this SSN August. I would not be surprised if Japan eventually applies for and gets a deal like this. Yeah. Where else would this be good? France builds their own stuff, so does Germany, and Germany's deathly afraid of nuclear propulsion, so they would never do it. But think about Sweden, Norway. Norway could afford it. I don't know if they would want it. Because of their geographic location in relation to Russia, they really don't need a nuclear submarine. The geography just doesn't demand it the way Australia demands it. Australia is 1,000,000 miles from everywhere, so they need nuclear power to get anywhere fast, long distance. I don't know, what do you guys think? Canada? Do you think Canada would buy a nuclear submarine? South Korea is a really good answer. South Korea has money, plenty of money. They also have the infrastructure to support it. Is South Korea a nuclear power? I think they have, I mean, literally power, not weapons. I think they do have nuclear power plants. So there's probably already an infrastructure there. Yeah, that's a good idea. Japan and South Korea getting an SSN AUKUS. Here's the deal. We got to build out the infrastructure to build these things. He started listing, UK shipyards that I didn't recognize. These shipyards might be mothballed. Who knows how long it's going to take to get those production lines up and running. No matter what kind of design you have, if you don't have the workers and the tools to begin banging out the submarine, it's going to take a long time. And we'll learn more about that later on. I don't know anything about the UK's infrastructure. I have a hard time just keeping up with our own. Hot rock make prop go round. That's right, Sally. Or Salty, rather. Salty knows. I'm wearing my glasses and I still got his name wrong. Yep. What do you guys think? Any last minute ideas? India might want in on AUKUS. Yeah, I don't know. India's kind of on the fence, right? India wants to do their own thing, which, more power to them. But India has a hard time innovating new ideas. For instance, India is building another aircraft carrier, but they're not building a new design. They actually took the design of their previous aircraft carrier that's getting very old, and they're just going to build another one. So that seems to be a theme with India, is they love copying, almost like the Chinese do. But in their case, they lease their stuff historically from Russia and then kind of copy those ideas. So we'll see what India does. Yeah. Let's see here. Mike, with another super chat, says, was there any mention of the VA or Virginia class being led by EB or Huntington? Oh, yeah. They did not get into the American shipyards. They just said that we are selling them 3. And between those 2 shipyards, we build, Well, we're paying to build 3 a year, so hopefully we do get 3 a year. I assume that third one, that extra for a couple years, is going to be the one we sell to Australia. And I don't know which shipyard is going to be building them. It might be one from each, right? It could be that. They didn't get into any details. So, but this is really good stuff. This is really good information. I'm glad they finally made a decision and then made it public. I think that's really good. I can't wait for the next update because I want to know more about UK infrastructure. What is the timeline on this SSN AUKUS? How soon can they start cutting metal on this? Because even after they start cutting metal, it's going to be a while before it's done. Hull 1 is always the hardest, you know, and then that has to go through pier side and sea trials testing, you know. It's going to be a long road. I think we really need to focus on, let's just get them the 3 Virginias now. Let's get that done now. You know what? And make it like block 3 or 4. It doesn't have to be the newest block 5. They don't need that. Yep. Oh no. Is somebody disrupting chat? Yeah. All right. Listen, you guys be good in chat, okay? All right, guys. Yeah, look, I don't want to waste any more of your time. These are the facts. I'll edit this into a short video, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey, if you want to support the project, head over to Patreon/subbrief. You can give me $1 over there. I'd appreciate it. Okay. Buy some new lights. This one's about to go. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Bye. Bye-bye. I didn't record any of that.